Good evening. I'm Joe Netherworld, and I'm here with your daily tarot card reading for Friday, July 11th. And it's been a very strange day. Last few strange days, but a lot of personal things have been happening in my life that have been related to my readings, which is a good sign, of course. But they've made for some verifications of change that I was expecting, but it's here now, and it's kind of revelatory, shocking in one sense, because we all think we're so prepared for when change happens and when it really sets into motion. We've planned on the abstract, but the day-to-day has begun. So, with that said, let's get ahead of our reading. It's a 3-card reading. I go over this, and of course I have some dedicated fans, and I love you guys that are here for every day, and they make comments. You know who you are, April, and other girls, and guys, and interested people. I do appreciate our daily interaction and being here. But I do have to, every now and then we have new people, so let's lay out how I do a layout. It's 3 cards, 1 main card for the day, 2 qualifier cards, and that gives ourselves a vibration, a story, a routine, so to speak, for what's going to happen, or what's the influences that are going on this day. And though I'm doing a tarot reading, I am also using my psychic abilities, my knowledge of things in the universe, where the moon is. Right now we're in a waxing moon heading towards full, things like that. So here we go. So I shuffle the deck, as you've seen, and I'm going to just give it a turn, close my eyes, and I like to feel the card. I feel this card. Knight of Pentacles, right? Is it Knight? Yes, Knight of Pentacles is our main card today, which is a money card. It's about making money. It's about being in control of making money. And money is a mission, making money a mission. It's the Knight of Pentacles, right? So he's representing money. And he wears it on his armor. It's not just off to the side. He is a representation of the force of not only creating money, but protecting money, fighting for money, working for money. So that's what this is mainly about today, and how money affects our 2 phases of life. It affects how we live, and how we live with our money, and then affects how we have to make our money. So we've got some interesting energy going on there. But I'm going to get right into the other cards, because usually when that card shows up, he's the only, it's just too simple, almost. The simple answer is, all right, it's about making money. It's about finding and protecting your money, and fighting for it, and going on journeys and missions for money. So there's travel, there's accomplishments and things. But let's see what our qualifiers are. And I'm going to take this one right here. Yes, the 4 of Rods. The achievement of balance in a happy home. The future of happiness, getting a home, getting all the 4 corners of your world straightened out, tied together. It's covered in garlands and flowers, representing, success and bounty and richness. Our home is set apart, right on the hill, all within clear view and clear framing. Very good. So right now we're dealing with going on missions, acquiring money, protecting money in order to make sure we have this happy home. Well, let's see what the hidden force is. I'm going to go with you. Yes. This is the 5 of Cups. Trying to switch on fire, right? 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups it's about loss and grief, but it's also about being smart enough to protect what remains. Yes, 3 cups of wine have been spilt, soaking into the grass, into the and disturbing the wildlife around it. It represents a sudden action, a grief, a loss. Could be breaking up your home, fire, theft, those kinds of things. But it also represents one very important thing: protect what you still have. All right, so you've lost 3 cups. Well, they've been spilt. The cups are still there. The value's still, they're still integral. But you have 2 untouched cups you're there to protect. You have to kind of use that for 2 things. One, learn from your past mistakes and your past experiences, that you have to protect what you have. Out of every situation, you've lost a percentage of what you had. You've lost 60% of what you had, but you still retained 40%. So that's good still. It's a good situation. But the balance here is all about, and this is what is really coming through to me today to mean this, if you're going out in the world and making your money and sacrificing your time and your energy to make success, be about putting a forward motion into place, about making the happy home, about securing and protecting your home, your future, your positive aspects, as opposed to being reactionary. And this is how a lot of people are about their money. They live in a fear-based reality, and they're only being reactionary to what has happened, what they might have lost. And so all they're doing is trying to get more and more money, more and more value to make up for what has been lost in the past. It doesn't really give you anything if you can't do anything with that value. So it's a pretty simple yet harsh lesson to be learned today. You have a finite time on this planet and a finite life. That's the truth of it, guys. Hate to be so. I'm a little bit downplayed tonight, but the message is still clear. Don't be in the time you have, and if you give up time to make money and to be diligent and be the Knight of Pentacles, that young, driving, mission-based, money-based force. Don't be about what you've lost and making up for what you've lost and trying to constantly refill these cups. They're spilt now. The wine is soaked into the ground. It's irretrievable. You can't get it back. So keep on moving forward. Think about the positivity. Make your energy that you spend, day to day, hour by hour, about acquiring value and truth and beauty in your life. The happy home, the family, or whatever you want, whatever you truly want. So it's about being proactive instead of reactionary. And simple. Stop being programmed to react to stimulus. Usually that's negative stimulus. And spend all your time being programmed almost. Something happens, you react. You're never getting ahead. And if you found yourself in a situation where you're just not getting ahead, but you're busting your ass and you're working and working, I think the simplest answer will be the truest answer, in that maybe your entire work ethic is about fixing or repairing or reflecting upon negative things that have happened to you, and you're trying to fix the past, fix what already has been, as opposed to preparing for and creating a great future. I say this a lot, but the only thing you can change in this world is yourself. You can't change too much else. I take exception with that, but I can take exception with that because I'm a witch and I'm a good one. Well, I'm good at being a witch. I'm not a good witch. We've set that straight. But I can make things happen and change some things. And there's some consequences to that, and there's some penalties that I have to pay to do what I do. But on the average magical side of the coin, human, you have to choose your battles and choose where your focus goes and choose. So simple enough. Choose a bright future. Choose to work towards future goals as opposed to reacting to past experiences. So I'll leave it at that. Cut, clean, and dry. So join me again tomorrow, sometime after midnight. This is a little, it's just about midnight West Coast time, but it's East Coast I'm talking to you from, so it's a little late. But, I'm here every day. I try to be. Sometime around midnight with another daily read. Until that time, heed my words, live your life, experience both good and bad things, but live through your experiences and learn from them. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great and magical night.